Alright, originally I wasn't necessarily gonna say anything because, you know, this is gonna be like a normal type of thing, and, you know, people are gonna come through and try to hate you for some reason, even though you never went after them in the first place, but they still hate you for some reason. And, you know, it is what it is. You're gonna have people that hate you, and that's just kind of what it is, honestly. You can't be a creator. Like, you can't be a creator and expect no one to hate you, because that's bonkers and that's ridiculous. But this ain't just about the things that he said about me, but also just about things in general about him that I don't necessarily understand, that people, you know, enjoy him for. Like, I don't necessarily get it. Which, his hatred and not understanding of anime, which, well, number one, the man doesn't like anime. Let's be perfectly honest. He just uses it in his videos just for literally mocking everybody else. That's literally what it is. And then two, he also comes through hating VTuber society, getting on the neck of Pigamy for whatever reason, saying that she deserves all the things that she's going through, which is some nonsense and already worth an ass whooping right there. And then lastly, homophobic. So we got a bone to pick with this man, honestly. If you didn't care for anything else, that's probably the one you might care for, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, the man that tries to be a cartoon commentary channel, Claymore. Yeah, it's about that time. You might have heard this name for many years now, honestly, considering that he's been here for over 7 years, I believe, which, you know, he really out here thinking that he's about to get a whole Mr. Enter type of situation going, thinking that he's about to get some new allies like Kablam Bandicoot 64 and all this type of nonsense, even though that kid Douglas ended up shutting him down all those years ago, which honestly, that man speaks proper. That man speaks so damn proper that is not even funny. I'm not necessarily gonna lie. Man speaks better than I do. And that's not even an insult. That's like an actual, like, and that's not even me trying to get mad or anything. That's just like, damn, you speak really damn good. I hope you got a successful job, sir. Like, I hope you got here with CEO titles, honestly. Like, opening up your own company. All this type of management and stuff, making hella money, better than any of us, honestly, because his freaking English is so damn good, honestly. But you know what's crazy about this situation? Literally the entire people that's around him now, or people that don't like him now currently, it's the same damn bullshit that's been going around 5-6 years ago. Man hasn't changed. He literally has not changed. I don't know how people end up, like, you know, liking you and stuff, saying that they might not necessarily like the things that you say but understand where you're coming from, which I don't necessarily get it. Or how people, you know, just like you straight up like Kablam used to, or how people just call you out on nonsense, but you like to call you out, but at the same time you don't want to deal with their nonsense because you can't take a criticizing comment. You can't take a, you know, comment that is even politely criticizing you and what you say. You know, you can't take that for 10 seconds without, you know, going off the deep end and doing some extra deep dive and just saying nonsense things that really don't matter. Man literally takes people's videos just to hate on it and make no points about it at all, outside of things that doesn't really matter to the subject matter of the video. That's a person using ad hominems, ladies and gentlemen. But for those that may not necessarily know, this is the person that has been getting on my nerves for like the last couple of months, honestly. I'm not necessarily gonna lie. It's him and another person, which you probably already know who that other person is, maybe some of you, but still nonetheless, this is one of the main people. The first, if not anything, the first person to come through, try to hate on me for whatever reason. Like I said again, I don't really care if you hate on me or not. I don't care if you really like the same things that we like or not. You know, you don't like lollies? Cool, that's you. You don't necessarily like anything anime? That's perfectly fine. That's you. You don't necessarily like any other takes at all that I possibly have? Cool, again, that's you. But what I will not accept is the dumbassity that's coming from this entire situation. And obviously, I'm not the only one that he attacks either. Like, he went after Mr. Anime 343, obviously. He went after Pigamy 2 with the whole thing that goes down with her situation about Hogwarts Legacy. He is literally born to hate for no damn reason, and his followers go on along with it, which utterly makes no type of sense whatsoever. Like, their followers are literally stuck in the past 5-6 years ago, again with Mr. Enter and what, Bend the Tunist, I think. I don't necessarily remember, or like Doodle Tunes maybe. Was she a part of it? I don't necessarily know. I just know there's a lot of names that circles around that entire group where Claymore has started with the whole Mr. Insert video, and then everything kind of spiraled down from here, honestly. That's essentially from what I know. Not to mention, you can't really reason with the man, because for some reason, for some weird ass reason, and people do this too, which is weird as hell, but he likes to send people gore pictures for some reason. I don't necessarily know why. I don't understand why people do that often, even if it's not Clay. I don't necessarily understand why people do it. It's not that, it's not that deep for you to do that, sir. It's not. You're no better than those people that try to prove that lolicon stuff is like actual material of what you shouldn't be having, like when they post like the IRL picture of an actual stock image of a kid. Like, that should not be a thing that you should be doing. Why are you doing this? You're no better than those people, honestly. It doesn't necessarily make any sense, and I ain't going to necessarily lie. We already know the story. If you are a person that hates Lolly so deeply and so angrily and just go into it so damn much, you probably got something to hide your damn self, honestly. You probably got some big ass secret you don't want anybody to know anything about. But because honestly, it just feels like that's what it is, honestly, with you. My question is, honestly, why did you come to the anime side of the internet? Why? Is it because it's just another branch of cartoon, honestly? Is that what you think it is? It's just another branch of Western cartoon? Because it's not. It's really not. And for you to think that is already big mistake number one on your Uno card, sir. Or did you come to the anime community because you were kicked from the cartoon community commentaries place just so you can try your luck over here, even though you don't give a shit about anime at all, using your text-to-speech voice? Which, by the way, why are you using a text-to-speech voice? If you're a real man, this real man American person like you claim to be, then why don't you use your actual voice? Unless you got something to hide from that too. Maybe you're not actually black, as you say. Maybe you're actually a white guy or something like that. Which, nothing wrong with a white guy. Nothing wrong with anybody. I don't necessarily care. But you may not be exactly what you are. You might not actually be that. Yet you go on a rant about every little thing that everybody else does and do that you don't necessarily agree with. And then your fans go along with it too. Like, he's like one of those kids that you see in your elementary school that be like, I took karate class, and then threatens to whoop everybody's ass in the classroom, but then when a whole gang of people come through, try to jump him, then they want to start trying to talk a lot of shit and try to start running away. Like, that's the type of person he reminds me of, honestly. What also is weird too, is that you love to go after smaller channels that has literally nothing to do with you, and if they have something in your genre that they are dealing with, honestly, there's no real reason to go after them because they're just trying to do their thing, live their life. Hell, let's be perfectly honest, a lot of people that does YouTube probably won't make it, you know? A lot of them probably won't. And it's a sad part of reality, but it is kinda true, honestly. We just hope that we can, and just hope that we can live to fight for another day. We don't need another asshole coming through, making life a lot harder by just saying that they're absolutely shit, or using our videos to make, you know, their own damn video, which I should be able to take that video down, honestly, because this is some videoception bullshit. But honestly, it is what it is, you know? It just doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense. It doesn't. And in half the videos, you do some horrible ass text on the screen. Again, you can't use your real voice for some reason. You can't use your text-to-speech because your text-to-speech, you know, program doesn't necessarily work the way you want it to because it's trash. Like, you are not Zentreya. You're not that sexy, beautiful Zentreya lady, alright? Zentreya has more balls and bigger habit and bigger packages than you could ever have, honestly. Like, you cannot necessarily be serious with me right now. And I'm not even like saying this because I hate you. I'm saying this because this is literally what I see and what's on the top of my brain right now. I want everyone that does YouTube to do a very good job at what they do and just make it, honestly, because we all got struggles that we're constantly dealing with, and we all want to get the hell out of whatever situation that we're stuck in. We don't need people coming through trying to make it life harder for literally everybody else, you know? That's not what we need to deal with here. You want to go out here and try to talk about someone's channel and go ahead and try to, take them down a peg or two, try to make sure they got some make sure you have some criticizing points to, hit them with and stuff, and try to think of some well thought out planning points that you want to talk about. That's fine. But you better come up with some good ass points, boy. And I mean some actual points. Not no, the video's too long, or look at this lolly dude, ugh, how disgusting, or all this other nonsense that's about everything else other than the subject matter. You ad hominem ass mother effer. Like, come on, dude. It's not that hard to actually make a well thought out discussion. Or unless you can't do that because you are the A word that you like to throw out to all these other people who could be actually autistic, You could be that. You might actually be that because you can't really think of what you want to think when it comes to actual points and, discussion topics. You can't. You just make fun of people for literally no reason. Find any possible way to make fun of them in any shape and form with any possible way. Like, you'll even pick out people's mannerisms and how they talk over literally what the subject of the video actually is. And then the crazy thing is, too, you're so hypocritical, too. You'll be like, oh, Jason Pice merch be so trash, be so ass. I can rub it with my ass cheeks, and I don't even care about it, honestly. Yet you still like one of my girls, Shoko. You like the indomitable one, Her titties that good, That says a lot for someone that actually, hates me, or don't necessarily likes me and whatever. But you like my girl, huh? You like that I got her, huh? She just sitting there looking at you, yo dumb ass. And you think you got a chance with someone like this? Even if she ain't real, even if she was real, honestly, you think you're gonna score that ass? Because I can tell you right now, you're not. You absolutely can't. You just can't. Even if you wanted to, you absolutely couldn't. Shoko ain't about you. She can never be about you. She's about me. Honestly, if this was a real case, she would be about me. I'm just saying, though. You can't just say my shit like some deviant art ass work and then say one other good picture about my shit is good, but I possibly stole it now. Come on, dog. Come on now. Am I that sad? Do I need to steal someone's work to make an original character? I'm not. There's something called inspiration that you could take, and the only thing that was inspiring at the time to create Shoko was quite literally one of my other original characters, which you don't even know, and you don't need to know, honestly. So that's how that is. And then you have the audacity too to talk about my Koikatsu story like you can make anything better. Honestly, like you think you can actually make something that's proper. You are a commentary cartoon, well, previously cartoon commentary YouTuber. Now you're just a hating ass commentary YouTuber. Because that's all you do. You just hate on people for whatever reason. Have your political views, have your SJW mindsets, have all these other things that really does not matter, and you still will, have all this stuff going, thinking you big dog, big shit, honestly, thinking that you are some type of top dude. I ain't saying that if you had like, a take that you didn't like of me, and you said that and you had a well thought out excuse why, perfectly fine. And if I had to come up with a response video, I would be a little bit more respectful than what I am here now, honestly. Like, if that's the saying, if the anime man were to say, yo, I don't think J content is that damn good, honestly. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the takes that he has. Perfectly fine. If he comes up with a fine response to it, fine. I would like to respond back and honestly be really respectful, But this is not that type of situation. This is not. This is you trying to cash in on what you did 5-6 years ago with Mr. Enter. That's what this is. You're trying to start up another Mr. Enter type of situation. Then you can try to maybe cash out and clout in the way you think you could. That's exactly what this is, honestly. And in fact, if you're gonna do a commentary channel, At the very least, be like Optimus or every other commentary channel where they have Call of Duty in the background, or Minecraft in the background, or some other game in the background that you probably don't play because you probably don't play any type of game at all, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, have things that people would like to see in the background instead of some other person's video, which I could, if I had the monetization, I would easily take your videos down. That would just be the situation. Because you're just putting text over my video, and that's just videoception. That's all this is, honestly. And then also, you really think that because you have what, 1,089k subscribers, that you think you're finna be something? You could be. In fact, no, I'll take it back. I hope you do actually become something. I really do. But what you ain't finna do is keep talking trash to me, even though I'm damn near close to you. So when I come through with this video, whenever I post this or whatever, honestly, my co-host, I want you to do me a favor. Do me an absolute tectonic flavor of a favor, aight? I want you to remember what I said, like back in January, about hitting 10k this year, or trying to get close to that this year, you know? I want you to take this coward, this non-existent person here, I want you to take this person here and use it as a motivation to get my subscriber number up. Because we are not going to be below this mother effort right now. We're not. I refuse to be below someone that thinks little of me, or little things can happen to anybody else that's below him as well, you know? And this dude, all he does is hate and just commentates on the things that he hates, honestly. You're not Angry Joe. You're not that guy. You're not other successful commentary channels or review channels that hate on things and does it well. You're not those type of people. You can't be Moist Critical. You can't even be that guy because you don't even have a voice. At least a Moist Critical has a voice and a 12-gauge shotgun, from what I've seen with the whole Sneeko nonsense. At least he has that. What do you actually have? You don't got much. So I'm just gonna be very honest with you, and I don't want to make another video on your ass again. Chill. Leave anime people alone. Leave their lolly shit alone. I don't care if you like it or not. They're gonna like it and they're gonna stay liking it. It doesn't belong to us anyway. It belongs to the Japanese. We just like to see it because it's good and fun for us. Because America can't produce any good freaking commentary or any good freaking entertainment, honestly, within the past few decades. Honestly. That's it. We just like anime shit because anime shit turns the hell up when we need it to. That's when it comes down to things. If you don't like the lolly stuff, no problem. Again, perfectly fine. I respect your wish. But what you ain't finna do is keep going on and on and on about how lolly is so trash and how people should be actually thrown in jail and locked up for it, when even the US government themselves be like, as long as it's not indistinguishable, it's fine. Once the day happens where we surpass your subscriber counts, I don't want to hear anything about this man again. I don't want to hear anything. He's irrelevant to me once that moment happens. I'm not going to pay attention to him anymore after this video either, but I'm really not going to pay attention to him once that moment happens. Because he's irrelevant to me at that point. I don't need to look at that direction anymore. That's not what we're going to, end up doing. We're not going to look into more his direction. I don't want to be tied in anything regarding him. I don't want to see his stupid channel. I don't want to see his stupid accounts. I don't care. There's already a whole website dedicated to the nonsense this man has caused, and literally facts about him, honestly, and what he does and how he is. His own Wikipedia page of stupidity. There's already one. A racist Wikipedia page, I will say, but a wild one, but an accurate one nonetheless. So once we pass that point, I don't want to see anything about Clay anymore. Like, I genuinely just do not want to see it. Because at least with my channel, I'm not copying anybody else's videos. I'm not necessarily trying to put text-to-speech in my videos. I'm not necessarily trying to take other people's videos and then use it for my own work and whatever, because at least I have creativity and I have at least a bit more effort than this person here. At least I have that much. And that's the one thing I appreciate over my Kohas versus anything you could possibly have of yours at the moment. At least they respect what I try to do. At least they encourage me. At least they try to show me that, yeah, some of the things I might do is a bit bonkers and a bit wild, but they still are here nonetheless. At least when I do make creative things, like some of my art, or some of the merch, or some of the things in Kokatsu's story, at least they still support it. Even if it's not as many people as I would want, even if it's not as many people as I would like to, you know, see come through and just look at my content and whatever, at least there's somebody there that's still supporting and still wanting me to succeed. Everybody has said that I had potential to try to become a good YouTuber, become someone popular, and actually do this and be successful. That's the future I want to believe in. That's something that you can't believe in. Not if you hate and just trashing on other people, because that's what's popular and that's what makes things work, honestly. Well, you're still at 1,000. I don't see you at 2K yet. I don't even see you reaching a nice level of where the algorithm will be kind to you. So where is your greatness at? Where it is? I don't see it. I don't think my people see it. And honestly, I don't even think your people could possibly see it. I don't think so. You got kicked for multiple times with your horrible takes. You got your Twitter taken down like multiple times because you keep breaking the TOS, or you're saying something dumb that caused it to go down, honestly. You have so much nonsense coming through. Yeah, you can't see the bigger picture. You need to work on yourself, dude. Like, you genuinely do. Because there's no reason for you to go after other people and just thinking that this is gonna work, this is gonna be fine, when it's not. Honestly. Like, drama channels are better than you. And that's not a good thing, honestly. I don't care for drama channels and that channels like cover the news and stuff like that. I don't like those channels, even though I know they need to exist because they help keep the order of the communities and stuff together. But like, you ain't even better than them. You ain't even as creative than them. And if you talking about your cartoon community side of things, honestly, there's too many people that's way better than you. Honestly, Phantom Strider is pretty damn decent and better than you. Makes videos at least entertaining and stuff better than you can ever make it. Steve Reviews is one of my favorite, honestly, cartoon commentary channels. They are so damn they're leagues better, honestly. I think they're leagues better than both of us, if I'm being honest. But you gave up on being a cartoon cartoon commentating channel. You said, alright, if I ain't gonna be in here, I'm gonna be an outcast. No one listens to me about Mr. Enter and how crappy he is in your eyes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the anime side of things, thinking I'll prove in and give in the same results and thinking things will work out, you know, better for me there. When it's not, it hasn't, and it won't. And if it does, then something is definitely wrong, honestly. And I won't stop until I find out what it is exactly that people find and see in you that is, you know, key. Because again, all of the fans that you have, and it's just like that kid Douglas said, you don't branch out to any new people. You just stay in your own lane, stay in your own circle of people that liked you from 5-6 years ago, even though you're doing the exact same BS that you done all those years ago and haven't done anything informative, new, or transformative. You're just that dude that's stuck in the past. Honestly, you're just an old head, honestly. You're like one of those old heads that just will be like, oh, the stanky leg is still the best popular dance. What you talking about? Everybody still do that shit. No one does that shit, granddad. No one does that. So when it comes down to things, to end all this off, Clay, if you can change your act to actually not be a hating ass dude and actually make content that's with a bit more effort, then I can at least respect you on some level. I can at least see you maybe making it somewhere down the line a decent amount of subscribers and a decent amount of fans. I can see that, and I hope that happens for you. I really do. But right now, that ain't it. That's not necessarily it. I'm not saying this because I want you to fail or trying to call you out and say all this stuff because I want you to absolutely fall under. I'm saying this stuff because it's true. You can't necessarily make it somewhere if this is the type of content and personality and clinging on to the past type of mentality that you have. It's not gonna work. It would never work. People still to this day, I don't necessarily see how y'all hang around him. I don't get it. I don't really want to know, honestly. Possibly it's probably because of the 5 to 6 years of what you said about Mr. Enter or someone else or whoever the hell else that was there, honestly, back in the day that was, you know, had your back on some type of take or something. But that's 5 and 6 years ago. What has this man done in 5 and 6 years that has been even better than what happened back then? Nothing. There hasn't been anything he has done back then, like now, that he has done that's worth anybody's time. What, just hating on people? Because that's just a popular thing to do? That's nothing. If that was the case, we would have so many dumb people come through and be hating on everything just because. We already do have that. And it's annoying as hell. No one needs this. But you know what I really see in all of this though? Someone that wants something for themselves. Because when it comes down to things, yeah, I'm trying to work on things too. Trying to make this channel work for me and try to, you know, have this channel, you know, work for me in a way that I can just take care of myself and all the responsibilities I need to do. You are the same way, it seems like. At least from what I can tell, considering how many times you go after people and hating on them, especially again the VTuber community and industry, how you just don't necessarily like them because you think everybody's just, you know, either some type of head person, and there's too many women in there too, honestly, as well, thinking that they're all bitches in ways, which that's not the case at all. But if that's the mindset again that you have, that is the mindset that you have. I will grant you one thing. Lolicons do attack a little too much. That is one thing I will grant you. But anything else outside of that, that's not something that's worth anybody's time to be dealing with. And honestly, even with that statement, you probably don't know exactly why they do things. The reason why I even went into the lolly topic in the first place, because I wanted to know why this stuff was out here. Why do people care so much about lollies? Why do they loot those characters? Why do they have a whole bunch of stuff going on with them? I have that information. I learned that information. And you know what? It's not anything horribly bad at all. You know? Sure, you got some people in that community that really shouldn't be going to places where they really shouldn't be, but isn't that literally every single place on the internet ever though? Like, the Smash community, same damn way. Your cartoon commentary community probably got some people in there too. The hating ass commentary community, oh look, same community. People that is in that community too probably have people like that as well, you know? So we just gotta watch out, be careful, take notes, and just, you know, observe everybody and watch our sixes to make sure, you know, everything is still falling in order and be balanced. That's what we gotta do, you know? So when it comes down to things, because I already said enough, and this video's like really long, but I really want to just get the message across though. I want to surpass the amount of subscribers that this man has, because what this man has at the moment is garbage. It is not worth the time of the tribal chief for me to be dealing with. It is not worth it. There is nothing here on that channel that is worth anybody's time. If you want to see the future of what this channel, my channel, is going to be, then I highly recommend that you subscribe. If you are a person of clay, ask yourselves, if you are a fan of him, what has he done outside of hating on other people or talking shit about somebody else or doing anything about everybody else's type of content? What has he done specifically by himself that doesn't require anybody else? What has he done of content creation that is of his own creation, that isn't of talking about someone else, that isn't about, you know, really going in on someone else for some damn reason? What has he done specifically? What has he created to be worth a follow? Because you can talk about people all freaking day, but if you got nothing for yourself, then yeah, you really won't be anything. At least I can come up with a damn story. It might not even be that good. It might not even be that good, honestly. But at least I can come up with a dang story versus someone like you who don't have anything outside of talking about other people and their stuff and their works and everything else. At least I have something that's attached to me that even if I don't make it, let's say I don't make it, at least something will still remain that people may one day see, and they'll be like, well dang, at least he had this. At least this is something that he could be known for. At least I have something. I wasn't born with, you know, any type of talent or anything like that, but at least I tried to produce something that comes from me and my creative brain. Because you don't have that. You just bootlick off of everybody else and think that's a video, when that's not. That's absolutely not. Come on, Clay. Like, actually get better. Actually try to do something on your own that's not shitting on other people. And actually, for once in your entire creation life, be decent at what you do. And actually care. And actually, if you're gonna go after people that hates the lollies and stuff, at least put a charity link in your stupid ass description. At least do that. You're already not talking in the video. At least go ahead and put the extra mile in and put in a charity description. Oh wait, that's right. You don't care about kids. I forgot about that. Because if that was the case, every time you went after me, you would have brought that up at some point. You would have brought that up. So if a kid gets harassed or something horrible happens to him, F him, I guess, right? Because that's what you like. That's what you do. That's how you are. That's how you operate. That's how you kind of is. And it sucks. And I will definitely be having a charity link in the description in my video, because that's what a responsible adult does. So anyway, that's basically the entire video. I'm sorry this video is a bit long and all this type of stuff, but this was just something I had to honestly do, because this wasn't just about me. It is about me, but this is also about, you know, Mr. Anime 343, and this is also about the countless people that he has harassed and talked about for many years now, the 5, 6, 7 years that he's been on this entire escapade of the cartoon commentary channel and everything like that. And this is also about Pigamy too, and her situation, even though Pigamy could care less about who the hell we are, honestly. But still, nonetheless, I think it's important that we bring this stuff up. I won't do this every time when it comes to people, but this is just the one time where I need to make an exception, just be like, I need to call this out because this is nonsense. Literally. And if you like anything that I've done here, any creative stuff I have here as well, lollies, whether it's, which majority of y'all came in 2021, because at least we talked about it and discussed it and knew what lolly is and where it comes from and stuff. And if you came from any other part of the region, hell, you might come from Clay himself, honestly, and stick around. You might come from him, and that's fine. And if, as long as you respect everybody on this side, we will take you in, no problem. Again, I don't want none of my people attacking Clay or his community or anything like that. I just want our subscriber channel numbers to beat his ass. I want my actions for what I do in my videos to whoop anything that he can ever make. That's literally all I want to do. You want to prove that we're better than his channel? We want to prove that we can be better? Then let's get them subscriber numbers up and get monetized this year. That's what I want. Out of anything, if you want to try to prove someone wrong, prove them with your actions instead of trying to talk mad shit. Because that would be no better than what he does. honestly. So that's basically everything I really wanted to say. Again, if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. I do have a Patreon. There's not really much on there right now because I'm trying to figure things out with it, but I will be having some stuff up there soon. Honestly, I already uploaded something last night that hopefully you may enjoy if you like the quick out to the story, as well as, you know, throwing gifts is a thing I had to, which would like some ramen or some Barks fruit beer. That'd be some hidden stuff. Or, you know, if you would like to buy some of my merch, that's also in the description as well. So free reign on what you want to do. And yeah, just be respectful to everybody and everybody else, and just don't be an asshole. Honestly, it's so easy to be a good person. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard than people make it out to be. And until then, it's your boy Jay, sign off. I love you all. Have a blessed day.